Welcome into the Bigger the Pill podcast. Y'all already know the saying, man. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, we grow together. Woo! Super Bowl, baby. Y'all probably looking like, man, Kurt, why you dressed up like that, man? Because I'm attending a funeral. I am attending a funeral today. The Chief Dynasty has come to an end. Bottom line, them Philadelphia Eagles went out, they put belt to ass. You hear me? From the first quarter to the end of the game, it was belt to ass all night long. And I'm going to tell y'all now, if Howie can keep that Philadelphia Eagles team together, woo, boy, it's going to get dark over there in the NFC. I'm going to tell y'all that now. Y'all going to hate them Eagles over there in the NFC. If Howie can keep that entire team together for years to come, y'all ass in the NFC in trouble now. And I'm telling y'all this firsthand right here, right now. If he can keep that team together, y'all in trouble in that NFC. And I'm going to go ahead and let that be known now. Second of all, y'all know how I do. I don't really do the blowouts too tough. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Belt the ass, facts. But y'all know I don't really do the blowouts too tough. But it was just so many different storylines that was occurring during this game. Like, you had to really be a fan and a student of the game to understand each storyline that happened in this game. So, how I want to do it is, we going to save Kansas City and the Chiefs for last, man. We going to save them boys for last because I'm going to tell you now, I've been hearing a lot of things today that I really don't agree with when it come down to them Kansas City Chiefs. But like I say, we going to get to that last, man. We going to get to that last. Let's start out with Philly. Now, last week I told y'all, if you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man. Bottom line, Philly went out there and put belt to ass, took the refs out of the game. We ain't even have to talk about no refs making no crazy calls, none of that. Took them boys all the way out the game. Them boys might as well had the night off. They might as well took the night off. Because Philly went out there and jumped straight across them boys' back, like for real. You could tell like Philly took that loss in the last Super Bowl when they played them. Philly took that personal, bro. Because the way they went out there and jumped across them Kansas City Chiefs' ass for that Super Bowl, boy, hey, unreal. Pat Mahomes down 34-0. We ain't never heard nothing like that. That's insane. That is insane. When he was down 17-0, I was like, all right, he might can still make this comeback. Then he went down 24-0. I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? Excuse my French, y'all. It's the Super Bowl. I've been lit all weekend about this Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Then he went down 24-0. I'm like, he still got a chance. Because if everybody remember in 2019, he was down 24-0 to the Houston Texans when they had Deshaun Watson. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? He probably can still make this comeback. Man, when Philly came out and threw that deep route to Smitty for another touchdown, I say, oh, it's over. It ain't nothing to talk about. But let's jump into the Philadelphia side of the things. First thing I want to jump into when we jump into the Philadelphia Eagles side of the ball is Saquon Barkley. Everybody probably looking like, man, what? Saquon, he ain't had no big day. You right, he did. But he accomplished the mission. My boy needed 30 yards to have the greatest rushing season from a running back, postseason, regular season included. He went out there and got them 30 yards. Cool. The New York Giants, as an organization, gave up on this man. This man, if you ask me, is the reason why Philly was even in the Super Bowl. He the reason single-handedly that man rushed them boys all the way to the Super Bowl. He did that. And then, after a team that you were so loyal to let you go, threw you out like you was a piece of trash or something that was going out with the garbage people on Tuesday morning. You hear me? These folk even added insult to injury and had the nerve to go on Hard Knocks and talk about this man like he wasn't y'all whole team. So then what this man say? You know what? I'm going to show y'all. He go and have a 2,000-yard season with Philadelphia and win a Super Bowl. Huh? I know them New York Giants fans, organization, coaches, sick right now. Them boys been throwing up in paper bags since yesterday. They sick in New York right now. Why they sick in New York? Because y'all gave up on y'all franchise. Y'all thought Daniel Jones was your franchise after his best season was a 15-touchdown pass season? Y'all gave up on Saquon? Crazy, insane. Then, to make matters even better, my boy go and get that championship ring on his birthday. On his birthday, y'all. He ain't do too much. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs did their job. The Chiefs did what they told the world they was going to do. They told the world they was going to stop Saquon. Now, I don't know what the thought process was with stopping everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's above my pay grade. But the Chiefs told us they was going to stop Saquon. That's what they told us. And they did it. They stood on business. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, facts, JD, facts. So, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs told us they was going to stop Saquon. They told the world what their game plan was. We going to stop Saquon, and we going to make Jalen Hurts beat us. Now, it's another reason why I decided to go with the Garnett, you know what I'm saying, trench coat. Because shout out Jalen Hurts. That boy played in Bama, if y'all forgot. You know what I'm saying? So I had to show him some love. You feel me? Y'all know I'm a Alabama bandwagon when it come down to college football. You know what I'm saying? So I had to show my boy some love and throw his Bama colors on. You know what I mean? The boy went out there and showed out. You feel me? The boy went out there and showed out, man. As a matter of fact, let me get a round of applause for the performance Jalen Hurts put on. Because you know what he told Saquon? Yeah, Saquon, you got us here. Sit back, big dog. I'll finish the job for us, man. We going home with this ring. Just sit back. I got you. Just sit back. I got you, big dog. And then what kills me even more is the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Now you got to deal with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. Did these people forget that Jalen Hurts has legs too? Why Spags come out here and decide he gonna run man all night long? This man sat in man all night long. Like, don't get me wrong, the Kansas City Chiefs cornerbacks are amazing. Them boys can ball. But we talk about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. Bruh, ain't enough man in the world to talk about you guarding A.J. Brown one-on-one. Let me go and put that out there first. Ain't enough men in the world for you to say you gonna leave A.J. Brown one-on-one on an island with Trent McDuffie. And I don't care what y'all say, because Trent is an all-pro. But Trent ain't good enough to sit there and go man for man, toe for toe with no A.J. Brown, bro. Trent ain't big enough. He ain't got enough weight on him. For starters, he ain't got enough weight on him. Then that leaves your number 2, the guard, Smitty. Come on, man. Y'all know what Smitty doing, the number 2 cornerbacks, man. Been doing it all year, man. Which then leaves your linebacker or your third best cornerback on Dallas Goedert. That's already a mismatch. And I ain't even hear Dallas Goedert name too many times in the game. He only had 2 receptions for 27 yards. But, like I told y'all before, man, that Philadelphia Eagles defense is nothing to be toyed with. It's nothing to be played with. I told y'all, after they put that whooping on my boy Jaden Daniels, that Philly defense ain't looked that real since they had Brian Dawkins sitting over the top. And y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought I was playing. Them boys had more points going into halftime than Pat Mahomes had total yards. Let's think about that for a second now. Pat Mahomes going into halftime had 23 total yards. Philly had 24 points on the board. Come on, man. What we talking about? Then, y'all remember I told y'all, the only real doubt I had about this game was Nick Sirianni. Let's give a round of applause to Nick Sirianni, man. Let's get a round of applause for Nick Sirianni, man. Because regardless of how it look, regardless of what them boys do over there in Philly, I don't care how tumultuous it look in their locker room, on their sideline. I don't care what you think you seeing. That boy Nick Sirianni is a true leader of men. Every last one of them players on that Philadelphia Eagles team believe in Nick Sirianni. And you could tell because it's the way they've been playing for him all year. Even when he was going through all the arguing with fans in the stands, doing all the crazy stuff he was doing, shave his head bald. Hey, and while y'all think superstition ain't real, that man shaved his head because everybody was talking about the long hair Sirianni wasn't the one. That man shaved his head and went 15-16 for the rest of the season now. Lost one game for the rest of the season now. That one game he lost, Jalen Hurts got hurt in the first quarter now. But them Eagles real, dog. And Nick Sirianni was my only question mark. But after watching that game yesterday, y'all, it's hard for me to say Nick Sirianni or Jalen Hurts are not top in their conference. It's hard. I can't say that. I can't. You name me a quarterback in the NFC better than Jalen Hurts right now. I'll wait. And I can't wait long. You name me a coach in the NFC right now better than Nick Sirianni. You could say Sean McVay. You could say Kyle Shanahan. You could say Kevin O'Connell. You can name whoever you want to name. You can name whoever you want to name. But if you pull up the stats, Nick Sirianni is the winningest head coach in the NFC right now. Since he took over as the Philadelphia Eagles head coach, he has been the winningest head coach in the NFC. Then, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, he been having winning seasons, and them boys done been going through OCs and DCs like it ain't no tomorrow. Jalen Hurts gonna have to deal with a different OC come next year. Because 9 times out of 10, Kellen Moore gonna take that job in New Orleans. 9 times out of 10, Kellen Moore is taking that job in New Orleans. So that means Jalen Hurts is gonna have another OC. Come on, man. 5 years being a starter. This man done ran through OCs like it ain't no tomorrow. Still been relevant. Even with the playoff loss last year. Still been relevant. Still been winning. Everybody was so worried about Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio, until yesterday, was 0-8 against Pat Mahomes-led offenses. I couldn't tell. Based on that game plan he put in yesterday, I definitely couldn't tell. I could not tell not one bit. The man finally got his first W over Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid as a DC. And it was for the biggest game of the year. And if you want me to be quite honest with you, his game plan might have been so simple, but it made Pat Mahomes look so pedestrian. Now, shout out to that boy Jalen Hurts again. Let me get another round of applause for that boy Jalen Hurts, because I almost forgot to mention that he got that Super Bowl MVP too. Yeah, the boy did what he had to do. Okay, y'all gonna stop Saquon? I guarantee y'all can't stop AJ and Devontae. Huh? Okay, went out there 17 or 22. Huh? Who y'all playing with, man? Not him. Not him. 17 or 22 on the day. Huh? 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. And if you want me to be honest, the interception he threw, that was on a humbug. That was on a humbug. I watched the game. If you ask me, that interception Jalen Hurts threw, he was experimenting when he threw it. Because that wasn't a pass that we done seen Jalen Hurts pull the trigger on ever. Man, they were beating them boys so bad, Jalen Hurts went to trying stuff out there, man. He went to trying stuff. That's where his pick came from. Man, Jalen Hurts, I don't care. You can rewind the film all the way back to when the boy played at Alabama. That pick that he threw, you ain't never seen him attempt no pass like that. Never. Them boys were so confident in their game plan and so confident in their abilities, them boys was out there trying stuff on OKC in a Super Bowl game, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Remember I told y'all about Jahan Dotson? The one that got traded to them from the Redskins? The number 2, he was a number 2 with the Redskins now. He got traded to them and they had a relatively quiet season until the Super Bowl game. That boy had what? 3 big catches. Let me see. Let me go look at it again. 2 big catches. One of them was almost a touchdown. Bro caught him at like the 2-yard line. His knee went down at like the 2 or the 1-yard line. That's what led to the tush push touchdown for Jalen. Jahan Dotson. I'm telling you. Man, Philly was not playing with them boys, man. Philly was not playing with them boys, man. This was not a game where the mystique of Pat Mahomes actually had a team shook. This is the first time I ever seen the mystique of Pat Mahomes mean nothing to nobody on that field. Nobody. Shout out Cooper DeJean. It was his birthday too. For his birthday, he got a great birthday gift. Pick 6 in the Super Bowl. On Pat Mahomes. On Pat Mahomes. My boy went and got a pick 6 for his birthday. Huh? Zach Bond. The New Orleans Saints had this man sitting on their bench. This man come out there for Philly and go all pro first season. But y'all want to know the kicker? Guess how much that man got paid this season? The man was signed to Philly for on a $1.5 million deal, man. Went and got an all-pro as a linebacker, man. Do you know what that means to be an all-pro at a linebacker spot, man? That means you're arguably the top 3, 4 best linebackers in the league. This man was just sitting on New Orleans' bench. New Orleans wasn't even giving this man no burn. Now, granted, they do got DeMario Davis out there holding it down at the middle linebacker spot. He getting old, but he's still holding it down for them. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he ain't going to get no burn over Davis. You know what I mean? But then he go to Philly. The man give you an all-pro season. And in the biggest game of the season, he gets you a pick on Pat Mahomes. Granted, now, the pick that he got, you know what I'm saying, Sweat had them push the left tackle all the way in the Pat. So Pat couldn't get nothing on it. It was he basically threw it right to Zach. But, come on, man. This man was sitting over there on New Orleans Saints bench, rotting away. No PT. Get to Philly and become an all-pro. And Philly only got to pay him $1.5 million for this season. Come on, man. If Philly ain't in a perfect spot to keep this going, I don't know who is. Your 2 best cornerbacks are both rookies on rookie contracts. Come on now. Still got Big Play Slay. Still got my boy Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. What we talking about? Jalen Carter only gonna get better. Huh? What we talking about, man? What the other D lineman? Williams? Let me get his name right. Milton Williams. He gonna be an animal next year. Mark my words. Y'all think Jalen Carter gonna be an animal next year? That boy Milton Williams. That big boy, they're gonna, all right, that big boy, they're about to make some noise come next season. Y'all done woke up a beast with that one. That boy done went and got him a chip too. All right. Man, listen. When I tell y'all that defense was otherworldly, and I been told y'all that defense was otherworldly. I told y'all my only doubt for Philly going into that game was I thought Nick Sirianni was gonna mess it up for everybody else. And he almost did. On that fourth down attempt that he took for no apparent reason, didn't have to take it at all. They was up 10-0. when he went forward. But that shows you the amount of respect that his players have in him and the amount of trust and respect he has in his players. And we ain't got to have his spot. You know what? We going to show them that we ain't come here to play with them today. Go for it. And what they do. I'm going to tell y'all now, I'd be a liar if I told y'all I knew Philly was going to go out there and put belt to ass like that. I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. Why? Because my favorite team in the AFC. I pay attention to what Kansas City do. You feel me? I had nothing in my body or soul told me that Philly was going to go out there and put belt to ass like that. My final score for the game was 28-21. They blew my final score out the water by halfway through the third, not even halfway through the third. The third started and they blew my score out the water. Them boys, the third started, them boys put up 33 on the board. I say, well, God, dog. What my people talk about over here? Jalen Hurts definitely needs his flowers. He gets criticized. Facts, nah. Facts. And then the thing that's crazy about Jalen, right? All year we been on his back. Oh, he can't make this pass, or he won't make this pass, or he won't do this, and he won't do that. Y'all know what I came to realize at the end of that Super Bowl? I feel like Jalen Hurts played possum with us this season, all season. I feel like the boy played possum with us, bruh. He knew he didn't have to do much because Saquon was on a heater. And he sat back and rolled that man coattail how he's supposed to. He sat back, rolled that man coattail. And when he seen that the man ain't have it or couldn't get to it, all right, big dog, I got us, bro. You done did enough. I appreciate you. I got us, bro. Don't even trip. I'm going to make sure you get this ring. I'm going to make sure we get to this Super Bowl. Huh? The man just threw the ball all across the yard when they played the Commanders. That's why I'm still confused as to why KC whole game plan was geared to stop Saquon and play man all day. Come on, man. Like this boy Jalen Hurts ain't got wheels. Soon, every time they threw that man look at him, what he did? They throw that man look at him. He see all them cornerbacks got their back turned. Through the gap. I'm out of here. Ain't nothing to talk about. That's how you play football. Then, what else I could tip my hat to Philly for is because KC whole game plan was to stop the run, stop Saquon. Guess what Philly did? Kept feeding that man the ball. Saquon had like 17 carries, 18 carries. Let me go back and look at it. I'm about to tell you right now. 25 carries. Huh? Saquon had 25 carries. Jalen had another 11 carries. And they gave Gainwell 6 carries. Not one time did they get discouraged. Because it's easy to get discouraged when you're playing against that Kansas City team. It's easy to get discouraged. They come with that mystique, man. Them boys are champions. You talking about a 3-time Super Bowl champion in Pat Mahomes. A 3-time Super Bowl champion in Andy Reid. A 3-time Super Bowl champion in Travis Kelce. Did anybody see him? I don't even think he played Sunday, man. Had Taylor Swift sitting up in the press box looking depressed. Did he play? That's never here, no there. I ain't even get to the Kansas City Chiefs side of it yet. Cause I ain't going there just yet. Huh? If I was Jalen Hurts, I would have hit y'all with the same thing I hit y'all with in the press conference when y'all told me about the A.J. Brown having problems or whatever, and he came out the next game and threw for almost 300 and sat down in the press conference, looked y'all square in y'all face and asked y'all, is that what y'all came to see? If I was Jalen Hurts, I would have asked them folk the same thing. After we won that Super Bowl, I would have asked them folk the same thing. That's what y'all wanted to see, right? Oh, yeah, y'all been talking about how I can't throw the ball, I can't win a game, I can't do this, and I can't do that. Shitting me. Excuse my French. Y'all know I try to do good with the French. Shitting me. I tell y'all, the boy played possum on us all year long. He played possum. And you want to know why I say he played possum? Because he's a winner. He's going to make the winning plays. That's what he does. That's what he's always done. The only time we ain't never seen him make the winning plays to win a football game was when he got benched for Tua. That was the only time. And yeah, granted, I feel like Nick Saban benched them too early in that championship game. But hey, they still got a championship out of it. So we ain't going to complain about it. But at the end of the day, it's time for us to put some respect on that boy's name now. It's time for us to put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. Ain't nobody go sit here and look me in my face unless you an Eagles fan. That's the only way I'm going to take that. If you're not an Eagles fan, I refuse to let you sit here in my face and tell me that you had that same faith that you got now in Jalen Hurts all season. You a lie. You a lie. Because ain't nobody had that faith in him like that all season because we was trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Let's keep it a big buck, like Cam Newton say. Let's keep it a big buck. The whole world was doubting that man. That man come out in the biggest game of his career. Do y'all know what would have happened to Jalen Hurts' career, his legacy, if he would have let Pat Mahomes beat him again in the Super Bowl and for a three-peat? Man, Philly would have been ready to trade that boy up out of there, man. Philly would have been ready to trade that boy up out of there, man. Y'all know how Philly fans get down. Y'all know how Philly get down. They would have been ready to trade that man up out of there. What did he do? 17 or 22. Let me say it for y'all one more time in case y'all ain't hit me the first time. 17 or 22, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stop playing. With one interception, and like I say, that one interception, that boy was experimenting. We will never see him throw an interception like that again. Mark my word. Then, y'all want to know what's funny, though? This is what I found funny about it. This is what I found funny about it, right? Pittsburgh trying to figure out who their quarterback is. They starting quarterback is the backup for Jalen Hurts. That boy got a ring. That boy done went and got him a ring with Philly. Pittsburgh. Hey, boy, Pittsburgh and the Giants should be two teams that's hot right now. Ain't no way y'all know the saying. What's one man's trash is another man's treasure. They sent Kenny over there. They sent Kenny Pickett over there. Kenny say, I ain't got to deal with half of the mess I was dealing with in Pittsburgh, and now I'm a champion. Man, put some respect on them boys, man. Howie Roseman did an amazing job with that team, and he going to continue to do an amazing job. Why? Because Howie has so many young players on that team, he ain't really dropping the bag for nobody right now. He ain't got to pay AJ. He already paid AJ. He ain't got to pay Smitty. Already paid Smith. Ain't going to have to pay Dallas Goedert that much because Dallas Goedert is one of them type players he like to win. Dallas Goedert to take a pay cut to stay there. He might have to pay Saquon, but let's keep it all the way a buck. The type dude Saquon done showed us for him to be, Saquon probably will tell Howie, man, look, last year I played for y'all what? He played for y'all this season with what, 6 million, 7 million? He probably tell Howie, man, look, just give me 9. He probably tell Howie, man, look, just give me 9. I'll stay. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't trying to go nowhere anyway. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with you, my boy? Appreciate the love. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and share. Oh, and I have went professional. I'm talking to my live, y'all. I'm coming right back. I have went professional on my page. You can send me stars to support the channel, too. So if you got it and you want to send some stars, I appreciate it. But y'all know me. I don't ask for much. You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all like, commenting, and sharing, I don't care what you do. As long as you like, comment, and share. Y'all already know that. They defense, that's the crazy thing about it, bro. All they defense is young fellas. Them boys on rookie contracts. You ain't got to pay them boys right now. They ain't got to pay them boys for another 2 years, 3 years max. And 2 of them boys, I guarantee you, 2 of them boys get franchise tag. So you might as well say they ain't got to pay them young boys on that defense for another, if they franchise them, if they franchise one on, let's say 4 years max. All them boys on rookie contract. Jalen got to get paid because he not on a rookie contract no more. Of course, Jalen got to get paid. But I don't see none of them boys going for the gusto when it's talking about getting paid. That team feels like they two together to even risk that being the case. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, them boys about to get plenty of money now. They about to get plenty of money. But like I say, the funny thing about it is Howie ain't got to pay none of them boys on that defense right now. He ain't got to pay none of them young boys right now. All them young boys on rookie contracts. The only young boy on that squad that he got to pay is Jalen Carter. Because I think this is the end. This might be the end of his rookie contract. Everybody else, man, them boys on rookie contracts, he ain't got to cut no money for them boys yet. Don't be surprised if Howie go out here and picks up one of these free agents up just to make his team that much better. Don't be surprised because he got the money to do it. They got the money to do it. You know what I mean? But look, man, this right here, man. Oh, I almost forgot some more stuff, man. Look, Philly put belt the ass so bad, y'all. I almost forgot all the other stuff I meant to mention. Like how Philly didn't send a blitz all night. Pat Mahomes was pressured on 46% of his dropbacks, and them boys didn't blitz none. The one time that everybody claiming that they blitzed, they didn't even blitz. Kansas City had been sitting 5 offensive linemen on the line all night long because they knew that pass rush was real. They had been sitting 5 offensive linemen on the line all night long. The one time that everybody think Philadelphia blitzed, they just matched up personnel. The one extra dude that would have been the blitzer dropped back in the curl flat to take away the quick out, the quick little bubble screen. That was the only time they showed pressure all night. Them boys blitzed 4 all night. Them boys blitzed 4 all night. Y'all want to know another funny stat? This how you know that D-line was not playing no games with Pat and them, man. This how you know that D-line played no games with Pat and them. Pat was sacked. Going into halftime, I want to say they had done sacked Pat, I think it was 3 times, 4 times. Going into halftime, ask me how many first downs Pat had going into halftime. The man had done completed 1 first down and done been sacked 3-4 times. Them boys had more sacks than Pat had first downs. That's how bad them boys was getting to Pat. We ain't never seen Pat shook. Y'all name one time other than when Pat played Tom Brady when Tom played for Tampa. Y'all name me one time other than that, Pat looked shook. The man looked shook, man. The man looked shook. This the same Pat Mahomes that we done seen come from 17-point deficits in the playoffs, a 24-point deficit in the playoffs. The same Pat. And this time, Pat looked completely out of his element. Completely. But that's credit, that's big credit to that front four that Philly got. It might not be the front four that put up them 77 sacks in a season. But I'm going to tell you now, they just as damn good. And I mean that with every inch of my heart and soul. They just as good. I promise you they just as good. And they only gonna get better. That's the scary thing about it. They only gonna get better. It was 0 first downs at one point, big dog. It was 0 first downs at one point. Pat and them couldn't get a first down to save their life. Y'all know what I call third down. I call it the money down. If it was real money being given for completing third downs, Pat and them ass would have been broke. They would have been broke, man. I call it the money down for a reason, man. Players make their legacies and get paid off that third down, man. Them boys broke right now. Because they couldn't get a third down conversion to save their life first half of the game. They couldn't get a third down conversion to save their life. And that sounds insane when you're talking about an offense led by Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid. That sounds crazy. You know what I mean? That sounds crazy. Y'all tell me, come on now. The man Andy Reid, we ain't even talking about Pat. The man Andy Reid has an unblemished record when he has at least 2 weeks to prepare for a team. This was his first loss. You give Andy Reid 2 weeks to prepare, Andy Reid usually put foot in ass. You hear me? Andy Reid had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. And it looked like he only prepared 3 days, dog. Huh? But like I say, man, that's the Philadelphia Eagles of the situation. So, you know what I'm saying? Fly, Eagles, fly. Y'all deserve it. Big win, big championship, and I expect more big things to come from y'all in the years coming because that team that y'all got is going to be together for a while. All the key positions that y'all need to pay, y'all done paid them already. All the other little positions that's filled in is filled in by rookies on rookie contracts. So y'all ain't got to break bread with them just yet. So don't be surprised if y'all see Philly in the Super Bowl again next season. Don't be surprised. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we ain't seen no offseason acquisitions, none of that. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, coming out of the NFC, I already got Philly back in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you that now. My NFC pick for next season is the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you that now. Mark my words. With Kellen Moore leaving, with the OC leaving, I still picking them boys to be back in the Super Bowl come next season. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You feel me? So now we going to move right on along because y'all know usually I don't do too much with the blowouts, but with this being a Super Bowl game, I gotta go to it. So moving right along, man, let's get to the Kansas City side of things. First of all, let me go ahead and let y'all know, this is the Bigger the Pill podcast. Y'all already know the saying, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with you, we grow together. I also have turned my channel into a professional channel. So if you also want to show a little bit more love, you can send me stars. I appreciate all the love if y'all send me the stars too. But y'all already know I don't ask for much. As long as you like, comment, and share, I don't mind about the stars. Hey, the stars is for monetization. The money gonna come, y'all. But guess what's gonna be here regardless of if the money come or not. The Bigger the Pill podcast, and I can promise y'all that. Anyway, moving right along to the Chiefs side of the ball, man. Let's go to the Chiefs side of the ball, man. Where should we start? Where y'all want to start at? First of all, I'm gonna start here. I'm happy as hell. We ain't got to hear nothing else about no three-peat. We ain't got to hear nothing else about no Kansas City being the greatest organization ever. We ain't got to hear that no more. I'm going to tell y'all what I ain't going to tolerate, though. I'm going to tell y'all what I ain't going to tolerate. I'm not going to tolerate people saying that the GOAT debate is over and you cannot compare Tom and Pat no more. I will not. I refuse to even acknowledge that conversation. Because what Pat done did, from him being a rookie to the age of 29, and you put that beside Tom Brady being a rookie and to the age of 29, the shit ain't close. Let me go and put that out there. The shit ain't close. Tom played 20 years for them 7 rings that everybody love to holler about. 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 rings. This boy done been a starter now for 7 years. Been to the AFC Championship game every year as a starter. If he ain't in the AFC Championship game, he at the Super Bowl. So what we not gonna do is say that this so-called GOAT debate is over just because the man didn't three-peat. Because y'all that's saying that this GOAT debate over gonna be the same ones if this man come back next season and go get a ring. Y'all gonna be the same ones that want to start the GOAT debate back up. I ain't hearing that. The GOAT debate is still going right now. Put some respect on Pat's name. Put some respect on Pat's name. Yeah, Pat went out there and got his ass kicked yesterday. He did that. And a big part of him getting his ass kicked yesterday was his fault. But what y'all not gonna do is act like at the same point of his career, Tom Brady I'm speaking of, at the same point in his career that he was better than Pat Mahomes now. Y'all will not do that. Y'all will not do that. I refuse. Man, cut it out, man. I got one of my peoples in the live chat telling me that they don't deserve to be in the same conversation because Tom got 7 rings in 20 years. Did we forget Tom went a whole 10 years and didn't sniff a Super Bowl? Did we forget? Pat is in the AFC Championship game every year. Tom wasn't doing no shit like that. Excuse my French, but I refuse to let, like I told y'all last show, we done got to the point where we starting to get bored with greatness, and I refuse to let that be the case. I refuse to let that be the case. Tom got 3 losses in the Super Bowl to backup quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes would never. Pat Mahomes would never lose to no backup quarterback in no Super Bowl game. Just like y'all hollering about Tom would have never choked like that. Tom did choke before. That's how he lost to Nick Foles. So just like Tom choked, Pat choked yesterday. So what's the difference? Because Pat got beat by more points, so fucking what? Excuse my French, but it bothers me, dog. It bothers me that this man, Pat Mahomes, look, I done went sweating in him. This man, Pat Mahomes, is so great that y'all will just throw it to the side like it didn't matter because he didn't three-peat. It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And granted, Pat had a horrible day. 21 to 32, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 INTs. And both of his INTs was like, whoa, hold on, that ain't Pat. But you got to give it to the young boy. The first pick he threw, which was the pick 6, if you pay attention on the route, Cooper DeJean jumped the route, and that wasn't even his responsibility. That just go to show you the level of talent that Cooper DeJean has already as a rookie. As a rookie. That wasn't, Cooper DeJean had no business over there. He was supposed to be covering the flat. The man read the QBIs and jumped the route, man. It was a great play by a cornerback. It was a great play by a great cornerback. We can't hold that over Pat. Y'all ain't hold it over Tom that year in the Super Bowl when he threw that pick. What the boy name is he threw the pick to? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Even though they still won the Super Bowl game now. When they was playing against the Legion of Boom. Richard Sherman. The man threw a pick to Richard Sherman. Ain't nobody could figure out how he possibly managed to throw that pick to Richard. It's a great cornerback, a great player making a great play. The second pick, we watched Sweat push his left tackle all the way into his lap. We watched Sweat push the left tackle all the way into his lap, man. Come on now. I refuse to let y'all do that to Pat, bro. And y'all know I can't stand Pat. I'm a Ravens fan. He keeping my team from winning a ring. But I refuse to let y'all sit here and think y'all just gonna end a GOAT debate that this man deservingly belongs in. Ain't nobody else doing what Pat doing. Go pull up the playoff stats. Pat is number 1 in everything, every statistical category. Come on, man. You can't, coming out of the AFC, look, y'all got me sweating in here, boy. Coming out of the AFC, bro, you can't get to no Super Bowl if you don't beat Pat Mahomes. So what are we talking about? And then Pat been doing this consecutively, dog. At least when it come down to time, we had 10 years of a break Well, we ain't had to think about Tom before he went back on another run. Pat has been doing this consecutively. And don't be surprised if the AFC Championship game has to go through Arrowhead again next season. It's Pat. Like I told y'all before, you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Philly went out there and beat the man, so right now Philly is the man. And he's still the man in the AFC. Don't get it twisted. He ain't got to deal with no NFC team to the Super Bowl. Unless they play one during the regular season, but okay. Ain't nobody worried about no regular season when we talking about Pat Mahomes. Ain't nobody talking about no regular season when we talking about Pat Mahomes, man. Come on now. Y'all stop that. Y'all stop that. And then y'all be so quick to keep Tom in this GOAT debate like he ain't cheated for 3-4 of them damn rings. The only reason I call Tom the GOAT is because he showed us he could do it without Belichick. That's why I call him the GOAT. That's the only reason I call him the GOAT. Come on now. What's up with you, baby? Appreciate the love. Appreciate you joining in with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got, man. Let's see what else. What. Then this right here. How y'all come out there, Kansas City, and run 2 run plays the whole first half? Come on, man. Come on, man. Who drew up y'all schemes for this Sunday? Y'all ran 2 run plays the whole first half. Man, y'all got me sweating in here, man, because it's crazy. Make it make sense. Huh? Y'all wait till the biggest game of the season to decide y'all gonna let Pat just throw the ball everywhere? Even when y'all was letting Pat just throw the ball everywhere, it was a whole bunch of bubble screens, quick slants. Then he hit D-Hop. D-Hop, I'm so disappointed in you. You've been begging teams since you've been in the league that you wanted to play meaningful football. You go join up with Pat. Pat get you all the way to the Super Bowl for your ass to act like you don't know how to play football no more. Man, let me take my jacket off because it's hot. I'm hot. I done got hot now. You wait all the way till you get to the Super Bowl game to act like you can't catch a pass or play football. Come on, D-Hop. I was expecting you to have a huge night just off the strip. You've been begging for this since you've been in the league. Ain't had a real chance at it since you left Houston. Come on, man. Come on, man. So now you got the Chiefs. No run game. No quick game with the passing. D-Hop ain't balling. Xavier Worthy, he a young buck doing all he can out there. They already knew to take him away because they knew he was a young buck. He ain't know no better, so he gonna come out here and try to ball out. Take him out the picture. Come on, man. Andy Reid, this is unacceptable. You are unbeaten when you're given 2 weeks or more to prepare for a team, Andy Reid. And you go out there and do that? What? Come on, Andy. I'm starting to realize, hey, I'm going to tell you what that made me realize. You was doing that same bullshit when you was out there. Lord, forgive me, y'all. I'm trying to hold my tongue, but I'm telling you, I can't hold it tonight. You was doing that same stuff when you was out there in Philly now. I just had my dog on the show with me last week, and I argued for you. Andy. But then when I think about it, and I go back to them years when you was coaching with Philly, you did the same damn thing. And that's why Philly ran you up out of there. You better tighten up. You better not have no performance like that again, because KC going to run you up out of there next. Don't care nothing about all them rings you done bought them. Exactly. Shout out my boy Daquan in the live chat. That was the worst drop pass we seen all season out of D-Hop. If D-Hop catch that ball, I'm not sure it is now 9:50 the day after, and I think he would have still been running if he would have caught that pass. The boy has still been running right now to this day. It was nobody within arm's distance of him, and it probably wasn't nobody, from what I seen, I want to give it a good 10 yards. And this is D-Hop we talking about, y'all. That performance, pedestrian. It was horrible. I don't know what they took, what they did these 2 weeks to prepare for this Super Bowl, but whatever they did, they don't need to do that shit no more. That'll be sweet if hey, now I'm going to tell you, speaking of that, if Myles Garrett end up in Denver, boy, I'm going to be so happy. And you want to know why I'm going to be so happy? Because that means Pat going to take a whooping in the regular season. By the time playoffs come around, he might be beat up. You got to see Myles Garrett twice? Man. Whew. Boy. Nah, for real, Daquan, he'll still be running to this day. That's how wide open he was. Yeah. My fault, y'all. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all already know how I get down, man. Man, listen. Oh, yes, Steve Spagnolia. I gave you all the props in the world last show, Steve. For you to go out there, put a game plan together that was Saquon Barkley-centric, and then you ain't even, this the thing that kills me, dog, because I'm going to tell y'all, I wasn't a football player growing up, but I love the game. So I studied the game. I was a basketball player. I was a hooper growing up. You feel me? But with that being said, me sitting on my couch can tell you that game plan that Spagnolia put in against the Philadelphia Eagles was the worst damn game plan I'd ever seen him put into play. Because there's no way that you gonna tell your defense, all I want y'all to do is make sure y'all stop Saquon and we gonna run man across the back. You gonna run man against who? You gonna do what against Spags? I couldn't have been one of them defensive players sitting in that meeting room. I would have looked at Spags like, what you say? We gonna do what? Man, cut it out. Cut it out. Coach, we ain't running no man all game now. You better put a cover 2 high shell on these boys. Because I'm not finna be chasing no A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith around this field all day by myself. No. If I was a defensive player, I would have told Spags off the gate. No, Spags, we ain't doing that now. No, Spags, we ain't doing that. I'm all with stopping Saquon, but you not finna leave my secondary one-on-one with no A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith for 48 minutes. No, sir. No, sir. Then, not to mention, I guess they totally forgot about the fact that Jalen Hurts got wheels. So you gonna run man where every last one of your peoples in that secondary, they back is turned to Jalen Hurts. So when he take off and run, ain't nobody touching him for 10, 15 yards. By the time they get to him to touch him, he's sliding. Spags, there's no way you thought that, Spags, there's no way. There's no way you thought that game plan was going to work. And the sad thing about it, the primary goal of the game plan to stop Saquon worked. Saquon only had 25, he had 25 carries, only had 57 yards. So to stop Saquon game plan worked. But you leaving, let me dial it back a little bit because Kansas City do got a hellified secondary. All them boys is all pros that's in his secondary. But all them boys is all pros that play wide receiver for Philly too. Huh? You don't have the better all pro. Let's keep it all the way a big buck. Come on, man. Yeah. AJ gonna do him every time. It ain't nothing to talk about. AJ gonna ball. And then what made AJ so, I'm gonna tell you what made AJ so hard to guard. He a big body receiver that can hit his head on the goalpost any time, at any time. He's a big body receiver that can take a quick slant 60 to the crib. He ain't no normal big body receiver, man. And you gonna man him up? And then you ain't got a cornerback in your secondary fast enough to run stride for stride with Devontae Smith. Hence why old boy got burned on that touchdown pass that put them up 33. Do whatever y'all had, ain't like it mattered. Pat, you look shook, scared. Pat stepping up in the pocket, trying to get away from pressures that ain't even there yet. Come on, Pat. And look, hey, Pat, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck with you. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can look in your eyes when I say this. Hey, Pat, it's real hard when a team beating you that bad where they take the refs out the game, ain't it, Pat? It's a different ball game you playing when the team beating you so bad the refs can't save you, Pat. Now, like I said before, I ain't blaming the refs for nothing because at the end of the day, if you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. You know what I'm saying? You was the man. You was the big dog on the block, so of course the refs got you. But when you getting belt, put the ass, the way you was getting belt, put the ass, even them damn zebras on that field can't save you. And that was a prime example right there of what I have been saying all season. I've been saying all season, if you want to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to put belt to ass off the break. Ain't no waiting. That's something else that I liked about Philly. Them boys wasn't playing the game not to lose. Them boys was playing the game to win. See, it's a difference when you play the game not to lose and when you play the game to win. See, when you play the game to win, ain't nothing gonna stop you. It's all balls to the wall at that point. And everybody is on one accord with you. But when you playing the game not to lose, that's when all the weird shit get to happen. Forced fumbles, uncaused fumbles, drop passes. You know, conservativeness in your play calling. You know what I'm saying? Them Philadelphia Eagles went out there, and you know what they said. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they said to each other going out there, and just based off how they played, them boys looked each other in the eyes and said straight up, "We going to their ass tonight. If we lose giving them boys everything we got, we lose giving them boys everything we got." And them boys went out there and put belt to ass. You hear me? Belt to ass. Pat, I already know what time it is, Pat. I've been watching you for a while now. The only thing, Pat, that I'm going to say that might kind of slow you down is your boy might not be back next season. Travis Kelce might say, you know what? I done played my last down as a Kansas City Chief. I'm going to go and hang it up and go and do this podcast thing full time with my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the only thing that might slow you down now. If Travis don't come back, and I'm going to be real, I don't think Travis coming back. Because while y'all was getting belt, put the ass, that boy was on the sideline looking like he was contemplating life. Travis looked like he was ready to take his uniform off on the sideline. Speaking of Travis, 4 for 39 yards. The greatest tight end of all time gave you 4 for 39, no touchdown in a Super Bowl game. The greatest tight end of all time. That's what he gave you, now. That's how you know that Philadelphia defense real. They had Travis Kelce out there in a man. I'm trying to do good with the cussing, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm real passionate about this. They had Travis Kelce out there in a straitjacket. Where's you going, young man? Where's you going? Nowhere. They all on his back. You feel me? But like I tell y'all all the time, bro, the Kansas City Chiefs is a great organization from top to bottom. Don't be surprised if them boys back in the AFC Championship game next year. Don't be surprised if them boys make it back to the Super Bowl. It's Pat Mahomes, man. That's why I'm so upset with the people that saying that this Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes debate is over. It's nowhere near over. Tom played 20 plus years. Pat just hit year 7. Just finished year 7. He still got 13 more years. Now, granted, like I say, it was a whole 10 years, you know what I'm saying, in between time where we ain't see Tom in no Super Bowl. But the man still got 7. So let's say Pat don't go back to a Super Bowl 2-3 years. Let's just say, for instance, Pat don't go back for another 2-3 years. He's still ahead of Tom Brady's curve, bro. He will still be ahead of Tom Brady's curve. So how can you take him out of the GOAT debate? You can't. You can't. All this loss did was put Montana back in the GOAT debate. Which it really wasn't no debate with Montana in it anyway, because we all know who the GOAT is. Tom is the GOAT. 10 Super Bowls, 7 rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs. Tom is the GOAT. Period. But when you talk top 3 all time, Pat, you just let Montana back in the conversation. Because you had Montana beat. You had Montana beat now. But you didn't let Montana back in the conversation with this one. You know what I'm saying? That's another one. Shout out my boy Daquan again. Boy, that boy tearing up my live chat right now. Talking that junk, boy, I see you. Yo, Rashee Rice will be back next year. So don't be surprised, once again, if you got Pat Mahomes back in the AFC Championship game, man. His number 1 receiver been hurt all year. I forgot all about Rashee Rice. Come on, man. But at the end of the day, man, this was a total masterclass put on by the Philadelphia Eagles. The final score was 22-40, but that don't tell the story because at one point in time, the score was, 40-6? The game was already over. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. The game was over. Hey, it is what it is. I know this Pat we talking about, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got nothing but love and respect. I ain't gonna say love, because I was happy as hell to see him lose yesterday. But, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing but respect for Pat. You feel me? Pat has been doing what he do. But yesterday it just wasn't his day. Just wasn't his day, man. And yeah, he played bad, but it wasn't all his fault. Because Andy Reid had a horrible offensive game plan put in place, and Spagnuolo had a horrendous game plan put in place. That's just the bottom line. Bottom line. You feel me? But, y'all, I'm coming up on my hour, man. This has been a great show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know usually I don't even take this long to even discuss the blowouts. But, you know what I'm saying? It was the Super Bowl, so, you know, we had to discuss it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned. All-Star Weekend for the NBA starts this weekend on Valentine's Day. It ends this Sunday on the 16th. Y'all probably won't see me again until after All-Star break. But I'll be back with y'all after All-Star break, and that's when we go get on this NBA content. We go get this NBA content rolling. I just want y'all to bear with me when we get to this NBA content, because there's so many games going on at once, so many things happening at once. Just bear with me. And really, I'm kind of excited to do this NBA content because it gives me a chance to actually really interact with y'all, because it might be something that y'all know that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so much going on in the NBA during the course of a season. So, you know what I'm saying? It gives me an opportunity to really interact with y'all this time. You know what I mean? See, with football, I could just focus on football and, you know what I mean, go like that. But with the NBA, I'm going to be counting on y'all to interact with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to interact with y'all. We going to get this thing rolling, man. So y'all won't see me again until after All-Star break for the NBA. And like I say, All-Star break is this weekend. I'm going to use this time to, you know what I'm saying, kick my feet up. You know what I'm saying, get everything read out, you know what I'm saying, ready to go so I can have a consistent schedule for the NBA. I just got to, you know what I'm saying, sit, tweak some things or whatever like that. But like I tell y'all all the time, man, I appreciate the love and support y'all show the channel. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel going to grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with you, and we grow together. Y'all know what time it is. This has been the Bigger the Pill podcast. I am your host, Curtis McNeil. Y'all already know the saying, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. I really appreciate y'all, man. This has been a great NFL season, and I can't wait to see y'all again for the NFL come August, man. We going to have a great, great, great NBA season, though. Shout out that boy Luka on my Lakers. I feel like Bubba Dub, Lakers in 4. Ha-ha. But I'm going to go get up out of here, man. I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate the love, man. I see y'all again soon, man. I see y'all at the All-Star weekend, man. Y'all hold it down. Be safe out here.